Researchers at Stanford put people through a simple creativity test, once sitting down, once while walking. Walking didn't help a little. It boosted creativity output by an average of 6%. The old philosophers had a phrase for this they'd known for 2,000 years: solvitur ambulando. And that was from St. Augustine. And he said, by walking, it is solved. Today, we walk the 7 mindful question, one step, one question into the summer light. Welcome back. Aloha. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is Science Backed, Soul Supported, Day 12 of the Long Light. Yesterday, we took the questions outside. Today, we put them in motion. We're going to walk the 7 mindful questions, and there's a real science for why a walk does something a chair never will. There's a reason your best thinking so often happens on a walk and almost never happens staring at a problem. In 2014, 2 researchers at Stanford, Marilee Opezzo and Daniel Schwartz, ran a series of experiments on exactly this. They gave people creative tasks while sitting, and the same kind of tasks while walking, on a treadmill, facing a blank wall, and outdoors. Walking won decisively. Creative output rose by an average of about 60% compared to sitting. And the boost didn't stop the moment people sat back down. It carried on for a while afterward. This is not new wisdom, only newly measured. St. Augustine had a Latin phrase for it: solvitur ambulando. By walking, it is solved. Aristotle taught while strolling. The poets walked. The composers walked. Something about the rhythm of putting one foot in front of the other, bilateral, steady, requiring just enough of you and no more. It settles your nervous system and frees the mind to roam. And there's a whole contemplative tradition built on this. The teacher Thich Nhat Hanh taught walking meditation as one of the simplest, most portable practices there is. The idea that you can arrive in the present moment with every step. And that, as he put it, peace is every step. You don't go somewhere to meditate, you meditate on the way. So let me give you a practice for today because it's a how-to. Pick a walk around the block or to your mailbox or along water and leave the phone in your pocket. Now walk the staircase. Let the first part of the walk be question 1. What am I doing right now? And just notice the pace, the air, and the light. And as you settle in to move to question 2, why am I doing this? And listen. Then move on to question 3, why do I care? Let that one question soften into the next with the speed of your own footsteps. There's no need to rush. The walk is plenty long enough. By the time you reach the sacred pause question 4, you'll often find that your breath has already arrived on its own because you've been walking it the whole time. Now, as you turn around and come back to walk to your home, walk the questions up. Choose a better alternative. This is light as medicine, pointed straight at summer. The longest evenings of the year are opening right now. You have light in the sky until past 8, toward 8:30 across most of the country. And back home in PA, it's 9:30 and later. And that's what I miss about home. But there's a gift the calendar gives you exactly once a year. A long golden window to take the questions out the door and let your feet do what the chair never could. Don't let it pass while you're outdoors. Remember, by walking, it is solved. So go solve it walking. Today, take a walk. Here's your challenge. Take that walk with no destination and no phone in your hand. Even 10 minutes in the evening light. And I strongly recommend that. Take a walk when the It's just starting, the sun is just starting to go down and it's starting to cool. Now, walk the questions in order, one melting into the next at the pace of your steps. Notice what surfaces by the time you turn around. The answer you couldn't find sitting still is often waiting at the halfway point. The Power of Seven workshop continues every Wednesday. June 17th is next, the 24th and July 1st. Don't worry if you missed June 10th, it's recorded 3 p.m. Eastern on Microsoft Teams. There's still room and you can still join us. The link's in the description. If you're going to try a walking practice this weekend, hit like, drop a comment with where you'll walk, and share this with someone who does their best thinking on their feet and never lets themselves do it. Tomorrow, the first slow summer Saturday, and the long light at 8:30. Like, subscribe, follow, drop me a comment. I read every one. And thank you so much for being a subscriber. And hit that little bell thing so that you are notified when tomorrow's video drops. I'm aware because I care. Pause and breathe. I choose a better alternative. I'm Dr. Lisa, and I'll see you tomorrow.